Look, we all suck at building our habits, especially the ones that are healthy for us, like exercising, eating clean, focusing for long hours, meditation. You know the deal. You certainly fail to commit one of these. Now, it's totally normal to fail, but why do we fail? It's not that we are not motivated, it's not that we are indifferent. I mean, we know these habits can change our lives, yet we can't find a way to make them permanent. This is the moment where you say, okay, Jose, why do we fail at building healthy habits? It's mostly because you don't have a simple system that guides your actions. See, most people believe that listing their goals on a piece of white paper is enough to motivate them, but it is not. Look, writing down your goals is mostly a way to add this enormous stress to your life because they are still a pipe dream. So every time you take a peek at that list, you'll be reminded of how big of a loser you are. Sorry, man. Someone had to say it. Look, how many times have you written down your goals only to abandon them a week later? I mean, let me give you an example of what the average person writes down on that piece of paper. I will lose 20 pounds by the end of the year. I will eat clean during this month. I will have a six-pack in 3 months. And then what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. See, writing these things down, the things that you want to accomplish, will give you a shot of dopamine. And unfortunately, it might feel as progress, but it is not. When you write down your goals, you're trying to predict the future, which is simply impossible. We are not good at predicting the future. And this is one of the reasons why we fail. We imagine a great future, but we fail to do the work to make sure that that future becomes a reality. There's a solution to this, though. To achieve your goals, you need habits that help you reach them. But as you know, we suck at building habits. The thing is that building habits that stick requires 1, a mindset shift, 2, behavioral change. It's the hardest part for most people. And 3, environmental change. And most people ignore this number 3. This is why I prefer to approach building my habits and achieving my goals with a systematic approach. By developing your habits in a systematic way, you'll be able to stack up wins every single day. See, it's all about showing up day after day to upgrade your life. It's about starting small, failing fast, making quick changes, and achieving results every day. An excellent example of this approach is how I deal with my own weight. But first, some background about myself. This is not gloating, by the way. I have never been overweight. Now, here's what the haters will say. You only have good genetics, Jose. So of course you'll have never been overweight. Look, my father is overweight. My grandfather is overweight. My brother is getting bigger every day. Me, the most I've weighted is around 210 pounds back when I was weightlifting. And throughout my adult life, I've weighted between 165 pounds to 210 pounds. And to be honest, I average 128 pounds throughout the year, which is the exact amount of my current weight as I'm recording this for you. And if you were wondering, I also gain weight fast. And all I need to do is eat a little bit more. Funny how that works, isn't it? Now, how have I been able to stay lean for the last 10 years? My approach to diet is simple. I eat anything I want, but I do not go overboard with it. That's my system in a nutshell. Now, as you already know, building habits that stick requires a mindset shift, a behavioral change, and an environmental change. So here's my complete system. Behavioral change. I eat high in protein, low in carb. Every single meal has some sort of protein, be it eggs, chicken, or beef. I eat vegetables too, by the way. And I stopped drinking sodas and juices. And I treat myself on ice cream from time to time when I'm in the mood. But I removed most of the junk food from my diet. Now, I'll be honest. Letting go of junk food was tough. I used to drink 1 or 2 sodas a day. The first week of letting go was horrible. Anxiety, the urge of seeking this bad food was very uncomfortable, to say the least. But once I powered through, it became easier to withstand the urge to eat junk food. Now, how was I able to remove junk food successfully? Here comes in the environmental changes. I just kept junk food away from me. Having it away from my home made it easier to me to resist the urge to eat it. Think about it. You don't have to worry about resisting a temptation that it is not there. This is easy. By changing your environment, you make it easier to stay focused. Look, I also bought better gadgets and made it easier for me to cook food faster while maintaining the good taste. And finally, I realized the importance of what I was doing. Enter the mindset shift. I don't feel bad if I eat junk food because it is not something that I do regularly. I also understand the importance of not eating junk food every day because I've suffered the consequences of having a poor diet, meaning low energy, weird pains, mood swings, and other stuff that I sincerely don't miss. Look, I'm not even that strict with my diet. I sometimes eat Oreos from time to time, I have a drink once in a while, not too much, and I still eat junk food, but not that much. Now, you might be wondering, Jose, I just want to know the easiest way to stick to my habits. So let me summarize everything I just told you. First, realize the importance of what you are doing. Why are you doing it? What are you trying to achieve? What are you looking forward to achieve? Then establish the small actions that you're going to take on a daily basis. The smaller the action, the better. Avoid going full steam ahead. Start slowly and make it more challenging as time passes by. Finally, change your environment. For example, to fix my diet, I started by removing all the junk food from my life. I rarely have junk food near me. So think about the things that you can buy or remove from your environment that can help you establish your habit with ease. To end on a high note, here's one final piece of advice. Develop a system to establish any new habit you want. Make this system as simple to carry out as you can. Leave room for failure and make sure it feels natural for you. And remember that building habits that stick requires 1, a mindset shift, 2, a behavioral change, and 3, an environmental change. That's all for today. See you guys next time.